Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm making dry fruit. I'll leave the list of ingredients in the description box below, including the measurements. We need flour, sugar, powdered milk, margarine, yeast, nutmeg, salt, baking powder, an egg, and some lukewarm water. I'll go ahead and add up all my dry ingredients and stir it well so that everything gets incorporated. There are so many ways of making dry fruit depending on whichever way you want it. Now I'm stirring this up. Some people also mix the sugar and the yeast with some lukewarm water and set it aside before adding it into the mixture. Then I go ahead to melt my margarine, add my vanilla essence and my egg into the flour mixture. Then I stir this with a fork. I don't want my hands to get messy at this point, that's why I'm using a fork. But after some time, I'll remove the fork and use my hands. Yeah, so I'm mixing this so well so that every portion gets the egg and the butter. I'll go ahead to add in my lukewarm water, but I'll add it in bits. I will not pour everything at a go in order to control the consistency that I want. Mix this very well till everything comes together. This requires so much energy. I'll transfer this onto a clean working surface, sprinkle some flour, then knead it so well. This requires some patience and some energy. I'll knead this from 10 to 15 minutes. Yeah, you can see the texture is changing as I continue to knead. This is now like a ball shape. I'll put it back into my bowl and cover it with a tin film. Yeah, then I'll set it aside in a warm place for 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, I take off the rubber and you can see my dough has increased in size. I'll sprinkle some flour on my working surface. Then I'll transfer the dough onto the surface. But make sure to handle this carefully so that all the air in it doesn't go out. I'm now trying to mold it into a long shape so that I can cut it into smaller sizes. The size will depend on how you want your dry fruit to come out. And I'll go ahead to cut it into the shape I want. The dough looks so good, and you can see I'm handling it carefully. Please, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do well to subscribe and hit on the notification bell so that anytime I upload a video, you will be the first to get notified. I'll now mold my dough into the ball shape. Yeah, this process isn't easy, but with practice, you'll be able to get it. I'll repeat this process for all till everything gets done. Yeah, so if you want to do it, you can start by making it little at a time. I mean, you can practice with 1 cup of flour till when you are perfect. Then you can now do it in larger quantities. Please, if you have any suggestions or comments concerning this video or this recipe, please you can leave it in the comment section. After doing all this, I then lay the dough onto my tray, handling gently. I try to give space because it will expand. I'll cover it with a clean kitchen towel and put it in a warm place. In my case, I left it under the sun for an hour, and now it has doubled in size. I will go ahead to place my pan with oil for frying. With dry bofrot, you don't need your oil to heat so well. You have to let it heat for 2 to 3 minutes, then you start dropping in your dry bofrot. The rationale is that when the oil is too hot, the outer part will look as if it's cooked, but when you open it up, the inner part is not cooked well. So you try to put it in when the oil is less hot, so that by the time the oil heats up, it will fry well, both outer and inside. You can see as it's in the oil, it's expanding. Everything cannot go into my pan, so I'll fry the first batch. When it's done, I'll take it off and fry the remaining bofrot. With this bofrot, you can take it with any drink that you want. It is soft and delicious. Everything is okay about this bofrot. It's looking gorgeous. I'm now frying the remaining bofrot. But once in a while, you keep on turning to avoid burning your bofrot. So I'm taking the last batch out of the oil, and I'll allow this to cool before serving. This looks beautiful, isn't it? Friends, do well to try this recipe. Yeah, so look at how beautiful this looks. And look at the inner part of it. I'm done with one already. You can try this and enjoy. Bye.